May people like Burna Boy keep existing to prove that what we've been saying before is not from a place of brokenness, but from a place of what is right. There should be no placing of high value on your private part. If you want to use it for business, use it for business. But don't see it as an avenue to become rich overnight. When we preach against Yahoo Yahoo, we preach against every other thing. We are also preaching against this thing is pure sorcery. If you're in Anambra State, they're supposed to arrest you because now you're kind, so do they fine. People know they do anything but they shop better money. You want to use private part to collect private jets. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's in a private jet or land. Thank God for Burna Boy because I've been saying this thing very well. Men who do these things are nothing but a fool. Because you see this audacity, you see this confidence and audacity you people have, it's actually from a place of men doing these things for you. They don't marry you. What did they do for marriage? They hungry you. Go and marry now. Normally, this is not supposed to be an argument. You would expect Lambo, I know that within you, your conscience, they tell you, say, this is what they do. Because human conscience can never support such atrocity. I mean, they tell you, this confidence, this audacity, this guts is actually coming from a place of foolish people doing this very thing. In these recent times, you hear a boyfriend is paying her girlfriend's salary. Imagine, look at that. You hear things like, my man is placing me on monthly allowance. Person go to talk this thing. Wife go to talk am for house. Person when they inside relationship, you go to sit talk am. Because as far as I know, what you are trying to do is to copy the marriage model into a relationship. It not go work. Why are you paying a girl's salary? Because these things, I won't blame these girls much. If the foolishness wasn't executed by the men, these girls will have the audacity to think that they are what being glorified and paid, thereby encouraging joblessness. As a young girl in a relationship, I'm not saying this as a wife. You, the girl, when they submit OP, why are you submitting that OP? What the money you're actually collecting monthly? What is it for? Maintenance. What are you maintaining exactly? Whose duty is to maintain you? What are you maintaining? Now you may want to ask as a girl, what is a wife doing that I'm not doing? That shouldn't attract payment. That shouldn't attract a salary. A lot, as in a lot, a whole lot. You're not even doing any single mental work. The only thing you are actually doing in that relationship is more of emotional work. If you think that you're actually sharing the same responsibility as a girlfriend with a wife that requires that you should be paid, then you must be dumb. No wonder you are using your private part as a source of income in the first place. Because as far as I'm concerned, private part should be the last thing you should consider as using to earn money. Because what lies here, what lies in this head is totally endless and limitless. You've never harnessed 1% or 2% of this very place. You don't finish your private part already. Your private part don't die. You don't see things for life. These things are executed by hookup girls. I've said this countless times that since the existence of hookup girls, so many things don't change. Divorce rates don't high. Because men are foolish enough to settle with hookup girls. It takes only a disciplined mind to just do whatever I want to do with a hookup girl and leave. It's very hard not to be trapped by a hookup girl. Because hookup girl is a prostitute with a touch of refinement and manipulation. If you book them like Uber, they are coming into your life to play the role of an assistance. They will please you. And in the course of pleasing you, they are not putting themselves outrightly out there like a shower or prostitute they are. They're also there to please you and get you carried away from what actually connected you guys in the first place. For most men who are actually weak, will always fall. I am very glad that it's Burna Boy. Burna Boy will get money. Oloye, now what him be? Now him do this very thing. In fact, that girl is the dumbest person I've ever seen. You see that format? That format, they don't dump him years ago. I grew up and I started hearing our elderly people, our elderly Igbo people say things like, "Nkwane okuma in any bed." What they are trying to tell you, the girl, is that what it is actually promised in the course of trying to do is not guaranteed. So what if man they talk that time, not be clear eye? You go, they promise you Lambo, you open leg. And you didn't think it's a joke. They don't use you sing song now. They don't use you sing song. If you're actually expecting that Lambo, you are very dumb. I will keep saying this. If you go into this hookup thing, do what he carry you, go there, go house. Not going to look deep into my pocket. If you know how much you're charging, charge the person and leave the place. That's your work. Don't come and give the vibes of a potential girlfriend, wife material. Don't try to display all those nonsense. Now hook up, carry you come. Do that in the go house. Nonsense.